All right, let's play some rando. We're doing another adventure randomizer seed for practice for the upcoming marathon performance that I'm going to be showcasing. I'll probably be able to upload. Well, we'll see. I don't know what the situation is for the marathon that I'm doing because it's a pretty low-key marathon. But hopefully, if I get the chance to, I should be able to upload the run to Dragon Blitz Daily at the very least. I hope. But we'll see, we'll see. Hi, Joel Storm. And of course, if you're watching on Dragon Blitz Daily, thank you so much for hanging out with me. So this should be a chill one, a long one, hopefully. And don't forget to subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment for the algorithm before you fall asleep. All that stuff helps me out a ton. And feel free to hang out live with all of these lovely people over in the live stream on twitch.tv/DragonBlitz. Take two. Whoa. It's always take one. Come on. Take two? You think I need a take two? YouTube, don't listen to these guys. They're crazy. They're spamming Joels. They don't know what they're talking about. Guys, be chill. 45 months, patches.
And make them your slaves.
Holy. Take four. Now you're just lying. Thank you for the sub, patches. I appreciate you. And this is a 3-hit sword. Let's freaking go. I love 3-hit swords. That's good for us because it means more combat, which is more gameplay, which is more fun. If you really think about it. Take 69. I'll take a 69. You think I won't take a 69? I bet it's 12 damage. You know you guys are addicted to gambling when you're out here betting on how much damage I'm doing before I get the Spirit Orb. That's how you know it's gotten bad. Who has me? What the f? And it was 14 damage. Unfortunately, somebody take all that guy's money. Sorry, Major Seaman. All of your channel points, you have to donate them because you were wrong. That was after a level up, though. Listen. What up, Matthews? Don't crush his skull. Just steal all of his channel points. That's all you gotta do. Hamburger. Me as American can understand hamburger. Me as American think hamburger should be best healing item in the game. This is sellable. Gemstone plus 15 strength. Never mind. Oh, no! No, Fran! Fran crushed the skull. No, not the skull. R.I.P. Plus 15 strength, though, is definitely nice. Silver ring, that could be a sellable. That could be another upgradable equipment item. But yeah, this is adventure mode. The important thing to note about adventure mode is every single equipment location in the game, so anything that would normally have an equipment item, has the potential to be a relic. And of course, this is the standard randomization where, you know, lots of potential sellables. I'll check my inventory before Saga and Gaibon. But yeah, we don't know what we're going to find. Everything is, for the most part, random. I'm sorry. This box puzzle sometimes be pissing me off. I'm going to scream, okay? Can we stop with the... It's a... Streamer doesn't know how to push box, Lamau. Lamau, streamer can't solve puzzle designed for children, Lamau. Listen, all right? All this for a life max up? All right, whatever. That box has a hole there, so it's totally realistic? All right, I mean, who am I to argue? This is truly SotN's final box. Alrighty, let's check out. Did we get any defense plus? Okay, so 2 sellables plus defense. Okay. So we got plus strength, plus defense. We're poisoned, but, you know, who cares? A little bit of poison never hurt nobody. This is true and real, just like in real life. Anybody who's like, oh, no, don't consume poison. It's bad for you. Says who? Me, a free thinker, sees poison and thinks, I don't know where I'm going with this. The FDA? What about the FDA? Caffeine is bad for you? I hope not. If it turns out that, like, in 100 years, they finally did the studies to find out that caffeine, like, lowers your life expectancy by, like, 10 years, which I feel like if it did, we would know by now. But if that does come to fruition, my ass is 10 years less likely to live, I guess. Whatever. I don't like, what am I going to do? Not drink caffeine? Come on now. Fire of Bat. Ew. All right. Well, Skill of Wolf we might need to keep because Wolf plus Skill of Wolf is technically progression in some locations of the castle, so I drink tea instead. All right. Tea drinkers, calm down. Big Coffee doesn't want you to know. I love tea. Tea is amazing, but sometimes tea drinkers get a little too snooty for my personal tastes. Did I do the 500 IQ check? No. I can only ascend to 500 IQ once per week, so I have to save it. The bridge skip is the only power of Wolf check. Yes. However, it is still useful for some out-of-logic stuff, so I always want to grab it. Jammer. Like if I'm in a situation where I can potentially check Succubus early by using the Wolf plus Skill of Wolf tech. So. No, you're allowed to love tea. I love tea as well. The only issue is I am, tea is like methadone, right? And I'm just a full-on meth addict, and methadone's just not going to work for me. Oh, this has 15 milligrams of caffeine per serving. Energized green tea. Meanwhile, I'm over here like, I need 300 milligrams of caffeine to my dome right now, or else I'm going to fall asleep. And nothing down here. All right. But that's my own fault. All right. To be fair, I've been in this weird limbo state where the internet is trying to convince me that I have ADHD. And a common thing amongst undiagnosed ADHD havers, apparently, is just using caffeine a lot. And I'm sitting here like, wait a minute. That's not the only reason I think I might have it, but I believe that I've given myself ADHD through becoming a streamer. Now, this is pseudoscience and isn't real, but I feel like my concentration pre-becoming a streamer as my primary form of income was a lot better. And I feel like my symptoms have only gotten worse. I don't know what it is about tea, by the way. I'm going to get off the ADHD self-diagnosis train because that's, you know, that can be a touchy subject for all sorts of fun people. Back on the tea train. First of all, many things to talk about when it comes to tea. One, we had a whole, like, war because of that shit. America exists because a bunch of people were like, oh, this tea's too expensive. Isn't that wild to think about? Especially considering how few people give a shit about drinking tea nowadays. It's, you know, coffee is definitely the number one here. They said, man, this tea is kind of fucking expensive. What if we just throw it all into the ocean, man? And then start a revolutionary war. Also, insane that apparently at the time, you know, oh, the Great Britain, the most powerful nation in the world, lost to a bunch of fucking settlers on the other side of the goddamn world that barely had any semblance of organization. Like another British L amongst the many British L's over the course of history. Losing to Americans? Those guys are stupid as fuck. How did that happen? And the other thing about tea is, for me, I don't know if anybody else, if I drink tea first thing in the morning, it makes me sick. Like, it upsets my stomach. Like, I get that, like, feeling that I'm gonna, like, throw up. You know what I mean? Oops. Falling down here is good, actually, because I needed to check this item anyways. I should have done this first. Drinking water makes you sick in the morning? You should see a doctor. Maybe you're making it too strong? Maybe. It's possible. I don't know. Cube of Zoe. I'm glad I went down here. Because this is a progression item. Also, that hamburger looking kind of tasty. Chat, would you? Would you eat the Nasty Patty from Symphony of the Night Randomizer? Ow. All right, asshole. I gave you a chance to live. I tried to do this non-violently. I'm really hungry right now, so maybe. Thank you for the good luck, Fire Hills. We should be breaking open these candles, actually, to find a stopwatch. Because the stopwatch will be useful progression if we find it. It allows us to check the Alucard gear locations, which do count as item checks in this randomizer. Well, we found two very useful things, the stopwatch that I was looking for and the leap stone, which does mean that the Alucard gear is in logic immediately, which doesn't happen very often in these types of randomizers. What the hell? What does adventure mean? Adventure means that we're going on an adventure where we go all over the castle. We're going to be checking like every single location. Adventure equals bad. I don't hate adventure. I think adventure is a terrible race preset for many reasons. But like, all things considered, it's like, it's fine to just play through. I feel similarly to how I feel about Bounty Hunter, where I feel like Bounty Hunter is maybe not a great race preset, but as far as just playing the game, it's fine. How bad do I think 100% for Portrait / Order of Ecclesia is? Like in general? Well, how do you define 100% in those games? Just like map completion? Because that, how you define it matters a lot. Similarly with Symphony of the Night. Symphony of the Night map completion. Map, drop, Soul's Quest. That sounds like a 24-hour speedrun. Minimum. That sounds miserable. This is why 100% completion in games like this is just like... It's like the similar feeling that I have to 100%ing like Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. Those games are not meant to be completed 100%. In Breath of the Wild, one of the rewards you get is literal shit for getting all the Korok seeds. They said, why did you waste your time with this? Here is a pile of shit.
I'm interested in
It was a joke. You weren't supposed to 100% the game.
I'm interested in this.
Strong versus Undead, but not great stat-wise. Tulkus with good stats. Mournblade, but it's actually Alucard sword. We definitely buy a shield for shield dashing. Strongest armor of them all. That's brilliant. Man, why you gotta...
Like you. Like you.
Man. I'll get the elixirs in case I want to use some iframes.
Farewell for now.
Nice duplicator. Man, don't remind me. Iron cudgel? Cudgel. That's not a real word, right? Hold on.
Cudgel.
A short, thick stick used as a weapon. Oh, hold on. I'll show you a short, thick stick used as a weapon. Got him. Anyways. Ba-da-boom-boom-boom-boom. My RPG speed game dropped a couple weeks ago. We made the categories for the speedruns. There's 25 categories. This is why I hate modern speedrunning. All right, maybe I'm just a speedrun boomer here, but like back in the day, video games, realistically, for the longest of times, would have one, maybe like two major categories, any percent and like 100% or all bosses or something like that. Nowadays, there's 25 different endings. Well, nowadays, let me finish my rant before I get epically owned by facts and logic, okay? Nowadays, it feels like every single speedrun that comes out from a video game is like, oh, well, I'm doing silly ass doo-doo percent. Oh, you're doing silly ass doo-doo percent? Well, I actually have the world record for all except for 4 bosses while playing with my pinky toe. And it's like, what are we doing here, man? Where's any percent? Where's any percent? Where's glitchless? We used to be a country, all right? No, but in all reality, games are just like a lot more open-ended nowadays than they used to be. Nose Devil, okay, that's useful. And it's much harder to find a definitive end for a lot of video games. Or games will have interesting or meaningful content in them that people want to explore in a speedrun, so they make up categories just to force themselves to explore that content. But that does create an awkward situation with speedrunning where it's like, okay, you're forcing yourself to experience this content. However, what happens when you find another skip or some other development that makes the content irrelevant, depending on how like broken the games are and stuff like that, you know what I mean? And I'm guilty of this too. You know, I've done many no friction speedruns and such like that for the content. And if you're doing it for content, fine, understandable, right? But I don't expect anybody to take the ice physics percent speedrun seriously. Like, oh, we need to get this on the leaderboards and get a 5 people together to do a race at GDQ. Like, nah, it's like, calm down. It's just a silly thing that we did for fun. And that's all it has to be sometimes. I forgot to check because I was yapping. Yap alert, yap alert. Your boy been yapping too much. Miso soup. GDQ races are fire. I agree. He for gore. Streamer for gore, the thing that he's playing the video game for. Watch, there's not going to be anything useful here anyways. Damascus sword. See, nothing useful at all. I told you guys. Should have skipped it. I was actually doing an epic skip, and then I was showing you guys why the epic skip was so epic. By unskipping the skip. I'm very smart, by the way. Very intelligent. Best sword in the game. We need a streamer for gore alert. You could spam the stream with the speed police emote, I guess. Or something like that. I don't know. That jizz hand, though. Unfortunately, we do have to say no to the jizz for just a little bit. We're gonna have to put the jizz on hold. We have other things we must attend to. Random brain be like that sometimes. Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to stay focused, but I think this does bring it back to my potential undiagnosed ADHD. But again, I think it's just stream, man. I think it's just being on stream. My ass just cannot focus because I want to talk to you guys because you guys are like funny or whatever. Some of you are funny or whatever. Some of you, I won't say who. But I am not a parent. I do pick favorites. And to be fair, parents also pick favorites. They just won't tell you to your face, but they definitely have favorites. They just won't talk about it to you. Definitely not me. All right, calm down. Come on. Wait a minute. We don't. This wasn't meant to. I didn't try to. I didn't want to be that mean. Wait, no. I have a favorite daughter. Wait, no, this is like really sad now. Wait, guys, I was joking. I was joking. Everyone's my favorite. Every chatter is my favorite chatter, especially if they sub at tier 3. Those are actually my favorite chatters. Library card, I'll take it. Too easy, greedy bastard. Whoa, 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 whoa. Who said I'm greedy, all right? Look, I was doing this shit for like 6 years before I made a single dime off of streaming, all right? What about me, who has never subbed? By that logic, I have to actually... I do have to say you are technically, monetarily, the most hated chatter, I guess. Yeah, it has to be. Science has proven it so. Gravity boots, I'm glad I went back for this. Much like all love in the real world, it can be bought. My love as a streamer 100% can be bought. It's just science. I have a health condition called I need money to not starve to death. That is true. I think many of us suffer from I need money to not starve to death-itis. You're the dodge king when it comes to gift subs. After a while, it becomes a talent, really. If you're able to dodge gift subs for, like, you know, many a year, at that point, it's impressive. You want to keep the streak up. You know what I'm saying? See how long you can go. Also, I'll grab these. I'm stupid. Just to get another stopwatch on the board, potentially. I am... I could go for the blood cloak location. I probably should. Blast him. Blast him. There we go. The question is, does it take more than 30 seconds to do that check? I need to save anyway, so I'm going to save. Yo, what up, Wizard Brain? I'm glad you're enjoying the YouTube content. Great news for you is later on at the end of this stream, I'm going to be uploading a new video to the main channel. If you're watching this on Dragon Blitz Daily, that video is already out. It'll be called something along the lines of this speedrun proves who the strongest Castlevania character is. And in my opinion, I think it's a good video. Yeah, unfortunately, we've been on the DB monthly grind a little bit. My goal is to get the main channel up and running where I'm uploading at least twice a month again. But we had some technical difficulties preventing us from uploading as much as we would like to. Maxim is stronger than Julius? We'll get there, all right? Let Dr. Foregone Blitz cook a little bit, all right? Think you're gonna take a nap with the game running? Hell yeah. Enjoy your nap. Dude, I honestly am trying to get on my nap maxing grind. My sleep schedule's been fucked up, and I'm like, what if I just start napping? Like, I'm already fucking myself over with my sleep. Might as well also be well rested while fucking myself over with my sleep. You know what I mean? I don't need that. Could be a good weapon, but it's probably not worth. This, however, could be like silver ring or gold ring. It is not, though. You know what? For the fans, let's get some numbers in here. Let's get the spirit orb in here. $12 damage. Poggies. I don't have Jewel of Open, so I am stuck on this side, which is quite unfortunate. Otherwise, we could check. The the alchemy lab checks. Yo, what up, Cypher? Thank you very much. Make your subs be plentiful. I read subs be plentiful and my ears perk up. I'm like, money? Money for exchange and entertainment services? That's what I should start telling people I do for a job. Because I've been like, this has been happening to me anytime I go to like a doctor's appointment or whatever, and they ask me, you know, small talk, what do you do for a living? I don't want to sit here and explain to like some 40-year-old, possibly even older doctor. Yeah, so you know like video games? So like I do that. Just say you're a comedian? No, but then they're gonna ask me, oh, so tell me a joke. And then I'll be like, so Joel walks in, okay, but Joel, okay, so the thing about Joel is like a spinning fish, right? It's not a good idea. Too tired? Hold on, wait a minute. Digon's cooking, hold on. No, my accidental stopwatch, it finally happened. I was trying to do this and blast him. Why does that not do as much damage as I thought it would do? Also, why does this guy have so much defense? Oh, he resists lightning, doesn't he? So what I normally tell people is I tell them like, oh, I do social media management, because it's like, technically that is a part of my job, is managing social media accounts. And most people are like, oh, you like Facebook and TikTok, and it's like, yeah. And I know enough about that side of the industry to like keep up with conversations. Tell them you're a doctor? That's a terrible idea. Oh, I actually have a doctorate in yaponomics. My yapology degree. I'm not going to say content creator. It's just too much, man. I don't want to, because then the conversation turns into, oh, like Mr. Beast? Oh, so you blow up a car for $5 million and give it away to starving children in Africa? And I'm like, you're kind of getting a couple of ideas mixed up here, but also, I'm thinking video entertainment is what I start telling them. And then I don't explain further. Video entertainment, you say? Yeah, by myself. Solo video entertainment. Live stream, solo video entertainment. It's just me in my room. Just playing with myself. Solo entertainment. For fans? I mean, if they pay. Holy Jolie symbol. Let's go. For fans? Only for the fans. I would assume it's only for the fans. Mostly adults, I would hope. This stream says 18 years or older, all right? I don't want no kids in here. I don't want no kids in this stream. To be fair, what child is like, boy, oh boy, I can't wait to watch Castlevania Symphony of the Night speedruns. This game came out 12 years before I was born. Me? Fair enough. Look, I appreciate a couple of video games that came out before I was born. Not very many, but a couple. So it's possible, it's possible. All right, I'll check that out later, Major Seaman. Those kids are already 15. Yeah, they're too busy doing their skibbity Fortnite. All that fun stuff. What do we do? I think we warp to entrance, do some cleanup. You were born in 83? What's the average life expectancy for a lobster? Hold on. Gear puzzle? I don't want to do the gear puzzle. I don't want to do it. It's so boring. Lobsters can live forever? Holy shit. We're biologically immortal. What do you mean? Huh? They just have immortality unlocked as a perk? What? Why didn't we get that? What? What the fuck? There's a species on the planet that has genuine immortality, and humans over here like 90 if we're lucky. It doesn't make it make sense. This is really putting the humans or the dominant species heads in an awkward spot here. Me, when I a believer that humans are the most perfect dominant species on the planet. Me, when I find out lobsters have immortality and humans don't. You're telling me there's a Medusa jellyfish? The jellyfish got the Medusi too? The immortal Medusi? God damn, man. Power of wolf. I mean, it might as well. We're already setting up a wolf build for the speedrun, I guess. Dominant species on the planet, my ass. It's actually cats. I mean, cats do have a pretty good stake in the world of the animal kingdom because they do have mind control powers over humans who have all of the guns. So, axolotls can regen half their fucking brains. This is why Mudkip has always been the best starter. Everybody knows that. My brainless Mudkip regenning half his brain after I send him in to a Dragonite Hyper Beam. You got this, Mudkip. Take the Hyper Beam. And then he ends up looking like Cell after Cell took the goddamn father-son Kamehameha. Actually, the father-son Kamehameha was the one that actually obliterated every last bit of Cell so he couldn't regenerate. Actually, Streamer, you're wrong about that. So the Mudkip would literally be disintegrated, okay? God, this guy doesn't know what he's talking about. God damn it. I mean, we got Silver Ring out of this location, so it's not like we kind of needed to come here anyways, most likely. Solar! Thank you for the 3 months.
And make them your slaves.
Chat, I've been thinking about changing up the stream notifications to make them a little bit quicker and punchier, whilst keeping the high tier like subs and stuff the same, I'm thinking, with like the Hydro Storm and all that fun stuff. So I'm just trying to think of like quicker voice lines or something like that, or sound effects that could also do the same job. Especially as I start branching out and playing like different games on stream more often. We go up here. We will yeet again. We'll figure something out. Maximum power. That's a good one. I like maximum power. Because the whole, like... What? Yeah, what is probably pretty good. Because I was going to say, this whole voice line is a little long.
And make them your slaves.
Especially if we like, have a bunch of subs back-to-back. Thank you, Fanturn, by the way, for the tier 1. You are very much appreciated. Shit, man. Things are not looking amazing. We need to, at the very least, grab this warp. I think the play is we grab this warp, we check these checks, and then we check outer wall after. What is a what? Looking more and more like Gear Puzzle. Stop wishing that evil on me, Matthias. Why would you do this to me? Follower notifications. I don't do Twitch follower notifications, mostly because I personally, son of a bitch, feel a little... What's the word I'm thinking of? Like, I don't like being called out for when I follow a stream, right? When I follow a streamer, I kind of just want to, like, you know, I'm kind of lurking. I'm like, oh, I kind of like this person. I'm just going to click the follow button, you know? No one has to know my personal preferences or whatever. Or I don't have to be, like, revealed as the lurker that I am. But then when you go into a stream and they have follower notifications on, and it's like, Dragon Blitz has just followed the stream. It's like, okay, come on, man. Like, I'm just trying to enjoy my my goddamn afternoon. Like, I'm just chilling. Like, I don't want to have to, like... And then they're like, yo, dude, thank you for following the stream. Oh, my God. And then it's like, I really didn't feel like chatting right now. There's also people who like being called out. Yeah, but that's why you sub. That's why you pay money. You think you just get that shit for free? I'm being an asshole. Hold on. Hold on. Let me reevaluate my takes. That way it's more palatable to the internet audience. Hold on. That's why you give them money. Okay, that's all I got, man. That's just why you give them money. I don't know what to say. I'm working hard out here, man. I'm working hard for these two. Someone clip that and unironically use that as a sub notification. I don't know. I'm sure there are some people that are fine with the pomp and circumstance of a follower notification. Everyone that I know and have talked to that has streamed for a long period of time, over time has been anti-follower notifications. So that has to be a tier 3 notification. It's not terrible. It's not bad. Matthews, if you want to use it as a sub notification, I'm not going to stop you. There was a period of time where my donation message,
You steal men's souls.
Thank you, Cypher,
Make them your slaves.
was a clip of Talek saying, that doesn't make any fucking sense. What? And Dracula saying, how, in the background. It was a really good notification. I lost the sound file for it, unfortunately. And I can't... It was like a random race that me and him did like 4 years ago. So I can't find the video from when it happened. It's lost to time. It's lost media. That one was gold. Yeah. It was a good one. I definitely didn't take that clip, and I'm definitely not going to doctor it to make you look like a monster. This is how I get canceled, man. This is how I get canceled. Oh, God. Spike Breaker is an interesting... remember when... I Suck You Dry notification is unironically a good one, yeah. I have to get the voice line of the succubus saying, I'll suck you dry. That could be my donation notification for, like, bits and direct donos. Because right now it's, I think the Librarian going, hee hee, thank you. Or I'm interested in this? Which one is it? It's I'm interested in this. I used to have the librarian saying hee hee, thank you. Dim Dum. Owner of the Dimsdale Dim Dum? I have Alucard going, what is your text notification tone? That's baller. That's actually a great text notification tone. Just do the succubus scream. All right, this stream already has a unfortunate reputation of being maybe a little too horny sometimes. We have to go down. You said don't? Okay. It would probably increase my revenue by quite a bit, but to compromise my morals for money, who would do such a thing? Horniness in my Dragon Blitz stream? That's what I'm saying, man. I would never compromise my morals for money. Just like I wouldn't compromise great taste, the great taste of Pepsi Coke Max Zero. Sponsored stream segment. Nothing! I've been bamboozled. I've been schmeckeldorfed. Don't you just hate it when you get schmeckeldorfed? This is the issue of me being a elder Zoomer slash young millennial. Being surrounded by the older millennials. Can't even talk about schmeckeldorfing. That ring could be gold ring, so let's go check that out. I probably should do the other checks first, but whatever. How did I soul steal there? That's wild. It was the gold ring. Wow. In that case, we go there immediately, I think. I think we immediately go to that check. To the Holy Glasses check. I want to keep the stopwatch if I can. What up, Gaboon? Welcome, welcome. Yeah, we'll go this way. And we'll do the check that I forgot on the way back. Maybe do a save split as well. Hello? Make the jump, please. Nothing? Okay. Clip downloaded. Someone send me the clip so I could at least post it to Twitter and get like 10 likes or something like that, please. Please and thank you. I'm not doing the save split, which is probably ill-advised, but whatever. Thank you, Matthews. What up, Nightstorm? Where clock? Where is the clock? In tower? In this economy? If I could play a game for the first time again, what would I choose? I can do that whenever I want. It's called CTE. Just start playing in a rec football league with no helmet. Then I can basically experience anything I want for the first time. For all of my international viewers, football in America is with a ball that you very rarely ever use your foot on. Instead, it's mostly about hefty men running into each other, very, very much so. More like hand egg? True! Also, vanilla glasses. My holy goggles. Basically rugby, but boring. Look, I don't have that much hate for American football. I think they got some great songs. Really just like a classic in the Midwest emo genre. American football's fine, other than like the fact that every person who gets, you know, who plays the sport professionally ends up with like head trauma. Other than that, it's fine. And I think the same is to be said of rugby. Am I wrong? Don't rugby players suffer like the same amount of like injuries and trauma? I could be wrong on this. I'm not a rugby expert, all right? Not as much? Are they just better at protecting themselves? Do they have better equipment? Does the sport just facilitate less 500-pound, 7-foot-tall men ramming into each other at full force? Helmets make people feel invincible? Well, they feel invincible because they've taken so many hits to the head that they, you know, the wiring in their brain that makes them feel danger has been turned off over years and years of blunt force trauma, all right? I don't think that's the helmet's fault. That's like blaming, that's like saying, oh, I have a condom on, so I guess we can try, fucking the reverse eagle spread, turbo power slam maneuver. Like, that's not how that works, right? Just because you have some protection on doesn't immediately make you feel like a god, right? There's got to be other things going on. Just because that's like saying, oh, I have a bike helmet on, I can ram into oncoming traffic while riding my bike. That's probably a better analogy. The first one came to my mind because, you know, we don't need to talk about why it came to my mind. It just did. Like, let's just move on. Let's not stop being weird about this chat. Or jackass. I think it has a lot more to do with the people involved and less to do with like, oh, you have a helmet, therefore you are God now. I don't think very many people believe that unless they're also believing that the Tooth Fairy still exists. You know what I'm saying? Like that Venn diagram of the Tooth Fairy still exists for you and you think a simple helmet will prevent CTE. That's just a flat circle. Those are just two circles on top of each other. Check hall to entrance? No. I already did that. What? I should have used my stopwatch there. Lobster buys teeth from that fairy all the time. Check gear puzzle? No! No! I don't wanna! By the way, many of you may not have noticed, but this part of the microphone, the mic arm, is new. Thank you, everybody who supports the stream and the YouTube, because I was able to afford a new microphone arm. Because the last couple of streams, you might have noticed that the mic arm I was using was just like squeaky and weird and like fell over all the time. This one is a lot nicer. It was definitely more expensive, but hey, you know, for something that I use for my job, I kind of need to, you know, consider it as an investment. All right, let's get this guy in here. Press the switch, man. No warp?
それじゃ今週の目玉ポチッとな
I'll get to it, Weacock. I'll get to it. Calm down. Me and the nose demon over here. Why is he called Nose Devil exactly? Like, what? Who in the translation team was like, this guy wearing a mask? I don't know. We'll call him Nose. All this for the regular demon card? Wow. Based off a Tengu demon, which are known for their noses. These silly Americans simply won't know what a Tengu is, and they have no interest in looking it up. This is pre-Google. Clearly, they're not allowed to be cultured. Most Americans know what a nose is, I imagine. What up, Gen Zeke? He knows the answers. True. One Vlad relic, almost an hour in. Feels a little rough, not gonna lie. TNT and dynamite behind this wall. All right, Alfred Nobel, calm down. Can we talk about how crazy of a life that is? The idea of the Nobel Prize only exists because Alfred Nobel, his brother died, and newspapers at the time accidentally thought that it was him that died, so they ran a bunch of just basically like, thank God this fucker's dead, hit pieces essentially against him. And he saw all that, and he's like, oh shit, wait, people actually hate me for inventing dynamite and like essentially ruining a huge portion of many people's lives as they use it for weaponry and destruction in war. Here's a couple $1,000 of my millions of dollars in fortune that I have from war profiteering. Let's start a foundation that gives away money to like important people who do things in like science or whatever. I don't know. Fuck it. And maybe they'll stop being mean to me. And it worked! That's the fucked up part. Nobody talks about how Alfred Nobel is like a fucking warmongering creator of dynamite, killed thousands, if not millions at this point, inadvertently. And everyone's like, Nobel Prize, pushes glasses up, I'm very important. Let's give Obama the Nobel Peace Prize. Meanwhile, he's like fucking the #1 drone operating murderer of all time. Didn't know about the angle of the story. That's the thing that's fucked up. It worked, dude. He literally said, here's some money. We'll throw money at this idea of like positive press towards positive things happening in the world. And everyone will forget about the fact that I'm like a piece of shit. Oh, about the brother dying? Yeah, that's how he found out that everyone hated him, is because his brother died. And newspapers reportedly misreported that it was actually him who died. So that's how he found out that, like, wait, everyone hates me? All these newspapers are calling me a piece of shit garbage? Why can't we have the Nobel Pizza Prize instead? Finally, somebody asking the real questions. To be fair, one of these days, freaking pineapple on pizza would get the Nobel Pizza Prize, and people would be like, "Oh, I don't think pineapple on pizza deserved the Nobel Pizza Prize, man." That's actually a little controversial. Nitroglycerin was used in medicine. Copium. No, guys, nitroglycerin's like really good. It helps society. Look, I will say that yes, nitroglycerin is very important for many instances in society. However, much like all technology, one of the first and most impactful applications of it was, oh, how do we turn this into a bomb? How do we turn this into a thing that helps us call and control and kill thousands of people? I'm an artichoke guy. Dude, artichoke is crazy on pizza. It's great. Banana on pizza? Is it just like raw, uncooked banana? I don't think I've ever had banana on pizza. I think we can... Do we only have the one library card? I think we only have the one. Do we use it now? Oh, mist would punish us. Finding mist later. So I think we don't use it. My friend asked for pineapple on pizza in Italy and he got deported. I don't think that's true. Look, Italians didn't even invent pizza, all right? They just popularized it. Calm down. The idea of putting tomato flatbread and cheese together has existed well beyond Italy, all right? But they're all just like, ooh, we invented the pizza. It is me. Mario Venticini invented the pizza and the pasta. This isn't racism, all right? Most of my family is Italian. I'm allowed to make fun of them. I have the pass. I have the olive pass. I promise. I'll do an ancestry test right now, God damn it. The banana is grilled a bit. That doesn't sound too bad. I think a little bit of sweet, especially from some sort of fruit, can go well with like a savory pizza. Sweet and savory is a decent combination. It just depends on like, you know, how you prepare it. I'm more worried about like mushy texture, I guess, from the pizza or from the banana on the pizza. That's what I would worry about, but I'm fine. I'm pretty open-minded when it comes to this stuff. Chicago's yeast dough recipe for pizza is more secret than Coca-Cola's formula. Yeah, it's because everyone knows that they put the cocaine in it. Come on now. It's called Coca-Cola for a reason. I've seen pizza with raisins. Again, like, maybe I'm too open-minded, but that doesn't even sound that bad. Like, why are you scared of sweet in your pizza? Like, why does that scare you? I mean, I'm not saying it's going to be the best thing ever, but, like, you know, as an occasional thing. These are the same people who are like, no, dude, barbecue chicken pizza is the only pizza I'm going to eat ever in my lifetime. Meanwhile, the fucking barbecue sauce instead of tomato sauce is like 99% sugar. It's all corn syrup. But ew, a pineapple on a pizza? Ew. God forbid I eat a fruit. There we go.
Tribute. You steal
Whoa.
men's souls and make them your slaves.
Let's do it. If there's nothing here, I'm screaming and crying and pissing and shitting. Ah, I'm screaming, crying, pissing, shitting. Jin Zeke, thank you for the 19 months. Almost 2 years. I just remember seeing this guy on YouTube during an Easy-Scape video. That's funny. Shout out to Easy-Scape. I hope he's doing well. We'll just go second castle. I'm going to skip the other one. Technically speaking, most vegetables are fruit. Huh? Whoa, dude. Please be a library card. All right, that makes things a lot easier for me. All right, 1 hour to clear the first castle for the most part is not bad. No transformations does suck, but could be worse. Tomatoes and avocados are fruit? Yeah. Are you saying that fruit and vegetable are not, like, dichotomies? You're telling me a vegetable can be a fruit, but a fruit can't be a vegetable? Is it like a all squares are rectangles, but not all rectangles are squares situation? Peanut butter on burgers is fire. It can be. Jalapeno on pizza is great, yeah. You guys are just, like, talking about, like, good stuff, I guess. I don't know. Store shelf ketchup has apples in it. Like, the sugar that they use is, like, an apple, sugar or something. Because that's normal. Many products have apples in them because of the high sugar content, and then the companies get to claim that, oh, it's natural sugars, smiley face. We go down. It's also the cheapest. Well, yeah, that's because America, our major export as far as fruit goes is apples. Well, and corn, of course. Yeah, but the issue with having corn syrup on the label is that corn syrup is one of those things that people also just look at as, like, immediately a negative thing. Which is fair. Especially if you're, like, allergic to corn or something. Originally, ketchup was made out of fish. That doesn't surprise me. Also, okay, what is vinegar exactly? Like, what is it? Have you guys ever, like, sat there and thought about it? Like, how do you... It's a liquid. But, like, how do you make it? Who makes it? It's a powerful acid. Yes, but, like, is it, like, a natural occurring thing? It's overaged wine? Like... It's just old wine? No shot. Really? That's it? I guess that explains why it's been used in, like, recipes for, like, thousands of years. Huh. I just never knew that, genuinely. Do we do left side first? I think we do right side first. It's just really old wine, yeah. Today I learned. Similar bacteria makes kombucha. Wine was invented in Georgia? So is, you know, loving your cousin, but that's not true. They just popularized it. I'm talking about America, Georgia, by the way. America makes things about America that aren't from America. Couldn't be me. It's literally called sour wine. Oh. Ow. Do I have any better weapons right now? I'm not gonna lie. I'm feeling pretty underwhelmed by this shit. 128 damage for the jewel sword is actually pretty darn good. Cutlass is also pretty darn good. The Cutlass, I think, has a bad hitbox, though. Yasasuna. You know what? Screw it. We just Yasasuna it up, even with the lower than average damage. It has a high crit rate, though, it seems. It's fine. Why is today special? Every day is special. It's because you woke up. You chose to wake up and get out of your bed. That's why today is special. Is it the Saturn Jewel Sword? I guess it is, yeah, with the extra damage. Wake up! Wake up! I've got to wake up! Joke's on you, I'm still lying in bed? Damn it, you know? I'm sure you'll get out of bed eventually, maybe. At the very least, you're awake, I assume. Later today, we are unveiling the newest main channel YouTube video, so that's special. We're still working on practicing. I mean, this is technically practice for my marathon event. That's coming up later the month. So that's fun. Sleep chatting is a serious issue. I can't wait for that to be on an unbanned request. No, dude, I only said all of that crazy shit because I was actually sleeping. I'm a sleep chatter. It's a serious issue. You're actually ableist if you ban me for this. And then obviously my hands are tied because it's like, damn it. What up, Uzi? I can't be ableist. Oh, that's Jover. Is the event happening here or on another stream? I don't know. If I had to guess, I imagine it might be a multi-stream thing. Because they've done multi-stream things in the past where I'll be able to stream the event from my channel, maybe? I don't know. It's possible that I'm going to maybe be live during the event. My parents remember a time that I was sleepwalking and I went to them and I said my fingers are too hot. Let me just say, sleepwalking, children, is the reason why, it's got to be the reason why people back in the day believed in demons. Because the stories I hear about, like, children who sleepwalk and then, like, go to their parents, immediately it's like, yep, my child is possessed, 100%. Nope. My child is 100% possessed by a demon. We need to go to the local priest to exorcise them immediately. This kid walked up to me and said that the Hat Man is telling him to fly away with him. 100%, we got to go bless this child. I was saying I hate robots when I sleepwalk. Honestly, based and forward thinking of you, we all hate robots in this society. We have to resist the robot uprising. You're just, honestly, just a very forward-thinking child. Kids nowadays going to their parents. Mom, I hate AI art. Mom, I can't sleep. The AI art, Skibbity Ban has got me. The AI created YouTube videos have me a nightmare. Your brother screamed, "The chocolate is talking." That's so funny. That's something an adult would scream and like would be taken seriously as like a right-wing pundit on like Fox News. We're sitting with Bloombliss Dimbleborp, and you're telling me that the chocolate is talking? And the liberals don't want us to be talking about how the chocolate is talking. They're putting chemicals in the chocolate, causing it to become sentient and also gay. More at 11. We have Jewel of Open, yeah. Apparently, when I was coming out of anesthesia for my endoscopy, when I had a GI bleed, the nurse was asking me something, and apparently my response is, "It's fine, I'm gay anyways," and I do not remember this. Honestly, very, very good. It's fine, I'm gay, whatever. Sentient gay chocolate. Nowadays, the sentient gay chocolate would cost extra. There's a goddamn chocolate shortage. People would be killing to get their hands on the sentient gay chocolate. Oops. Dan, the nurse told you you're good at Yu-Gi-Oh! True! Did I cut my hair? Yeah, like a month ago. You're late to the stream. You're late by a month. You've been out of the loop. It's all good, yeah. Oh, we cut our hair. We cut our hair around these parts. The military tried to make a gay bomb to make soldiers gay. That's like a terrible idea, right? We all understand that, like, inherently, the gayer your soldiers are, the more powerful they are.
You steal men's souls and make them your slaves.
The Greeks knew that. That's what I'm saying, dude. Greek civilization held up by the brave gay soldiers. It is what it is, man. Fuck. They just get the buff, man. There's not much else to it. We go this way. It is nice to be having these conversations with 100% less homophobia in the chat. Shout outs. Shout outs being able to have a mature and normal conversation. There's no reason to grab this. Yeah. Damn. We're still looking for a transformation. We're still looking for Mist specifically would be nice. Wolf and Bat are all technically progression relics. What up, Dark Squall? That's the other thing that doesn't make sense to me about, like, homophobia on the internet. It's like, you know that, like, a majority of all of the important artwork, video games, infrastructure has all been created by, like, miscellaneous LGBT individuals over the course of the time, right? Like, the reason why we have the infrastructure to, like, communicate with each other online 100% is, like, held up by a handful of, like, trans furries in, like, Portland, Oregon or something like that. If the internet goes down, they call in the trans furries to fix the internet. 100%. They're all IT specialists making like over $100K a year. That's how they afford, you know, going to conventions and stuff. So, like, how are you out here, like, hating on them on the internet? It doesn't make sense. That's like going to the Greeks, or the Romans, I mean, and being like, yeah, I just fucking hate concrete, bro. It's like, brother, they're the ones that made it. Or I guess the correct analogy would be like, I hate the Romans whilst living in a concrete building. And it's like, brother, your building wouldn't exist if it wasn't for the Romans. What are you hating on them for? I don't understand the hate from either side. What do you mean either side? What other side is there? What? Huh? Explain? Hold. Konami phobia is justified. Hold on. Now somebody is... We can cook about the Konami phobia. Imagine if someone like circled the moon. At least you're, you know, judging someone based off the contents of their character, aka the media that they like. Dude, I forgot to check. It's fine. We can do it later. Do I have to crush another? No. As far as I'm aware. Yeah, I mean, being scared of heterophobia, I guess, is like, you know, again, like being scared that Santa Claus is going to show up at your doorstep and like beat you up. It's like we can all make up whatever kind of fears we want about life. But ultimately, someone's made up fears about a thing that isn't happening shouldn't dictate how others live their lives. Yeah, ultimately, that's my biggest issue with both sidesing is like making a moral equivalence between two things when there is no moral equivalence. That's the whole reason why I think we should just have civility on both sides is actually a right-wing extremist argument most of the time, trying to be disguised as like a moderate opinion. Because you're trying to moralize both sides as if they are equal, when there's usually some sort of power dynamic that prevents the two things from actually being a moral equivalency. But they're just trying to trick you into not thinking about it any further. Being straight sounds awful. I'm sorry, if someone's saying being straight sounds awful on the internet causes you genuine frustration or like, you have to understand that those words have a completely different amount of impact and power compared to the opposite, right? Again, you can't make a moral equivalency out of these things because the power dynamic is different. Like, you can't be putting them up on the scale and saying that they are equal. Especially when one is clearly a joke that has no real relevancy or power behind the words versus something that is like a indoctrinated like societal norm that has dangerous consequences. That's the danger of both sidesing any sort of argument when there isn't a real moral equivalence or some sort of like power dynamic at play. So you just need to think a little bit more critically about these sort of things. Otherwise, you can end up in believing things that on the surface sound like well-meaning, reasonable. Like, hey, I think we should just be more civil and more real, what's the word? Like, there shouldn't be any hate on either side. And it's like, well, actually, you have to understand that, like, because of the power dynamics at play, like, they're not really the same thing, and if you treat them as the same thing, it's not really fair either. Like, for example, if someone were to say, like, I hate all straight people, right? Is that really a hate crime? When there is no potency behind the words themselves, there is no agencies or legislation that currently exists such to limit the rights or ways of living for straight people? No. Like, you can argue in theory, yes, if we lived in a world where legislation exists that, like, caused genuine harm to straight people, then yeah, you could argue that that is, like, hateful. However, if there's no impact behind it, if there's no real like meaningful harm being done. It's just words being said on the internet at the end of the day. And it makes it a lot harder to take those kinds of concerns seriously. That's why trying to create a moral equivalence between two things with various different power dynamics just doesn't really work out when you like look at it critically. Can I say I hate all people though? It's like a boring cop-out, but sure, right? I would say have a backbone, have some spine, believe in something, stand up for something. Or you could just take the lazy way out and just say, I don't have any strong opinions about anything because it hurts my head. And that's fine too. Like, it's not a terrible way to live. But like having some convictions. I believe all people should be allowed to live and love and be whoever. Yeah, that's fine. Again, like I said, you're allowed to believe that, but you have to also understand that when you're making a moral equivalence between people who are disenfranchised and people who are, you know, the people that have all this, the power and privilege in society, you then, by putting those two things on a moral equivalency scale, you are still empowering the negative outcomes, the negative consequences of the people who currently are privileged and in power. Yeah. That's why the whole idea of like, I think both sides have problems is not really like fair, because you're sweeping all of the nuance of the situation under the rug to point the blame at both sides, if you will, when there isn't a fair power dynamic between both sides. Again, I shouldn't be the one to explain this to you. I'm just a fucking streamer who plays video games for a living, right? There are plenty of people who dedicate their lives to discussing this type of like social dynamics and work and stuff like that. I'm just a guy who is open-minded and listening to those types of people. But ultimately, you just got to be careful about, you know, trying to make moral equivalencies when they don't really exist. Do I study sociology or something? No, I just am on the internet and listen to a diverse group of voices over the last 28 years of my life. Also, we are left side gaming again. Listen, all right? We're getting a little owned by our choices, but we are playing the video game, so. The reason you don't necessarily want to do left side is because there's more missed checks on the left side, and I don't have missed yet, but that's fine, I guess. It really is a 50-50 at the end of the day. Yeah, we just go back to Castline, or, yeah. Oh, it's gear puzzle time. You either find the stuff you need or you don't. Unironically, it does feel that way, yeah. I don't need another library card, but just in case it pops up. Honestly, we don't really need item checks at all, outside of the ones we're already doing for adventure mode. Cheese! Not the cheese. No transformations makes this even worse. There we go. Stopwatch. Listen, all right? Just because you're, like, have good ideas and the streamer is being stupid at the moment doesn't mean you get to tell me I'm being stupid. Fuck me, I miscounted. Another freaking familiar card! At least it's fairy card. Might as well. Is cheese an invention or a discovery? I mean, that's like an... Oh, we got the glitch. Help? Help? Okay, we're fine. Jesus, man. That zip glitch is funny. That happens sometimes. What was I saying? Yeah, like if things are discovered versus invented, that's like a... Isn't that like an entomology? I always forget the name of it. Etymological? Etymology? Not etymology. What's the one I'm thinking of? Ontological. There it is. Jesus fucking Christ. The English language fucking kills me sometimes. It's like an ontological problem, isn't it? Like, how do we know that we know what we know? How do we define a discovery versus an invention versus just letting the alien overlords beam the knowledge directly into our sleep? The cyberspace angels that feed me my dreams told me how to make cheese while I was asleep. It's technically not semantics, but, like, you could discuss the semantics of it. What up, Rapu? Found a Vlad relic. If I have to come back here with Mist later, I'm gonna be upset, but, you know, this preset would actually be a great preset for the inverted library card now that I think about it. It would help so much with a lot of the routing issues. Yeah, Expedition, I think, has it. That is true. Dorothy's friends. Yeah. Yeah, we're chilling with the Oz group. The lore has dictated that we must. We must understand their plight. We already killed Dorothy. Listen, all right? She wants to die because she's a monster now or something? I don't know, man. I want to be honest. That lore video hurt my head. Does anyone know if the randomizer software works on Steam Deck? It's just an emulator playing a randomized version of the game. Like, each individual ROM is a different randomizer seed. So you just need an emulator that can play Symphony of the Night. And then you just need to randomize your game using SotN.io. So as long as it can run an emulator, it'll be fine. Dude! There's 3 checks left? How does this happen? How do I end up in a situation where there's only 3 checks left, man? My ass gotta do them. Shit, man. Do I emulate the PS1 or the Saturn? This is the PlayStation 1 version of the game. But I have done emulated runs of both. You could choose either. Hour and a half, no transformations. I have a hard time thinking that this is going to be a sub 2-hour speed run. There is a Saturn randomizer, but it is a program that you have to download, and it's not a web app like the SotN.io randomizer is. It's a whole different thing, because the Saturn version is a whole different game. It is the next room. Because this is where the diamond is? Yeah. Okay. If we find another Vlad and then a progression relic, I think we might be... If it's like Bat as our progression relic. Oh, it can't be. I think it has to be Mist or... I think it just has to be Mist, actually. Or it could be Bat and Wolf, actually. On equal layers. That's true. Okay. Well, there's Bat. So Wolf is next. Dude, left side unironically had everything, man. That's unfortunate for us. The right-siders are in shambles right now. Why didn't I simply just guess correctly? How could this happen? Manifesting Aurochs, yeah. It's possible. It could be Akmadon as well. Left side is just the right side, but upside down? True, actually. Wait a minute. So therefore, I'm never wrong? It's the game that's wrong? Am I out of touch? No, it's the children who are wrong. Yo, what up, Duck? Yeah, I've been doing the... Whenever I have a new video, I'll stream, and then I'll, like, raid the video at the end of my stream. Try and give it a little bit of a healthy algorithm boost to see if it's possible. It's helped some videos a lot, other videos not so much. So it's not like a surefire strat. But it helps a little bit just to, you know, make sure that the people who are interested in the types of videos I make are probably the first ones to click on it and watch it all the way through. To give it a little bit of a buff in the algorithm. Do I go to this warp room? I guess I do, right? Check Aquadon, then library card if it's not there. I think that's the play. You can use SotN.io to create PPFs as well, instead of randomizing the bin by itself. And you can use ppf.sotin.io to patch using a PPF file. I think if you type !, how to rando, you can find all the tutorials on like how to actually set up the randomizer and play it. There's a link. You gotta go to Aurox's quarters. Chat, tomorrow, Animal Well comes out. I'm thinking about playing some Animal Well. That new Metroidvania from Video Game Donkey's game studio is finally coming out. I'm thinking about trying that out on stream. V-Rising 1.0 is out on consoles. Cool, cool. I don't think I've ever found myself that curious as to V-Rising stuff personally, but congratulations for those that are. And then we also have the Ritual of the Night stuff coming out soon as well. Hades 2 is out as well, or at least in pre-release. Lots of good gaming stuff coming out. Nothing? Okay. Then library card. Where the frick is my library card? It's basically a full game, even though it's early access. That's crazy. Then why release? I guess there's probably a good reason why they're doing it as an early access release, but still, that's wild. I guess they just don't want to disappoint people if they plan on adding more to it later. The plot isn't done? Oh, okay. That gives them a build to release with like refined gameplay, but like the actual story and additional elements can be added later without people being too upset about it, I guess. That's actually not a terrible idea for a game release strategy, especially if you like, isn't that essentially similar to what like Shovel Knight did? Shadow of the Erd Tree relatively soon. Yeah, dude. Fuck, I'm so ready. I'm so ready for more Elden Ring, man. It's gonna be so good, man. It's gonna be so good. It's gonna piss me off. I'm gonna die to some fucking bullshit-ass boss with 12 million attack combos, unseeable, unreactable attack patterns, and I'm gonna be like, damn, I fucking hate this game, smiling the whole time. The biggest smile on my face as I get slammed by 12 inches of Mesmer over and over and over again. Just pounded hard, unrelentlessly. Look, it's not my fault. I'm not the one being horny, dude. Bring it up with Bandai Namco's marketing team, okay? They're the ones advertising the 12 inches. Okay. That is interesting. I mean, I Want to Be the Guy is a different style of game entirely. FromSoft has created a game where you are frustrated, but the game at least feints that it's attempting to be fair to you. Like, it's lying, but the game is trying to tell you, like, no, this is fair. You know what I mean? There are some similar design elements from the way it sounds, though, yeah. But I wouldn't put them in the same camp. I also haven't played I Want to Be the Guy since I was, like, a child. Elden Ring also just gives you a ton of options for overcoming the just get goodness, where, like, I Want to Be the Guy, it's pretty straightforward. You just have to memorize where all the bullshit is. Where with modern FromSoft design, it's like, oh, this is bullshit, but we're giving you a ton of tools to overcome the bullshit. You can, you know, summon for help. You can overlevel. You can go explore and find overpowered, crazy spells. You can farm for runes. Shit, it's in the fucking other castle! Is it true the gas cloud gives attack plus 20? I don't think it does that, no. At least I've never noticed that or heard anybody talk about that until now. Maybe it does and I just haven't been paying attention for like 10 years. That's possible. I was reading the wiki. Well, the wiki is wrong about a lot of things in this game, so I wouldn't take their word for it. This is a rough adventure seed. It's pretty bad, yeah. Yeah, there's a ton of, like, slightly incorrect or just flat-out incorrect information on the wiki. But as, like, a baseline for, like, understanding small things or overarching, like, stuff, it's not, like, a bad. DB just knows everything about SotN. I don't. I definitely don't. I will say I have learned and forgotten more about SotN than 90% of you will ever learn. But that doesn't mean I know everything. Because this game has, like, a near infinite amount of stuff. So I will never claim that I know everything. I'll claim that I know a lot and have learned a lot. Whether or not I've retained that information is a separate story. Did I see the video of Blythe's voice actor reading thirsty tweets about Blythe? No, but that sounds really funny. Are you growing your hair out again? We're all growing our hair out. At the same time, actually. Isn't that crazy? Every moment of every day, you're growing your hair out. Missed. Yep. This unlocks 5 checks. Let's get the ones in the second castle out of the way because this is the last progression item. So we want to end in the second castle if we can. So we use our last library card here. How does that room open? That is the barrel circlet room. You need to go through the hidden cave entrance thing there as wolf and as bat. And then it unlocks that door. Bruh. Yep. Welcome to 90s video gaming, where they needed to sell strategy guides as supplementary ways of getting income. boners. Now is your chance. That's also how you find the jewel sword in the first castle. Yes, exactly. I mean, Castlevania at this point had already been known for cryptic bullshit in their video games. I mean, this game was heavily inspired by Castlevania 2, so cryptic bullshit be damned. You'll see me buying the Club Nintendo magazines here in Mexico to know how to beat some games. Nice, nice. Club Nintendo's not a thing anymore, right? Didn't they shut that service down? Some could say this game is a pile of secrets. It really is. Is CV2 good? I've never played it myself. I don't feel the need to go back and experience a lot of the classic Castlevanias because they are so different from what I like about the modern, quote-unquote, modern Castlevania games. I guess the Igarashis made Castlevania games. I'm sure as like a study in gaming, it probably is useful to see how that game works. Wow. Both Vlad relics here in the first castle. I'm glad I decided to library card when I did. We can sub 2 hours this. This seed was miserable until it just wasn't, I guess. At the very end. It was just holding all of the major relics for the very end. And if I did left side, this seed probably would have been finished in like an hour and a half. So, left-siders rejoice. You have chosen correctly. You have saved 30 minutes over me by simply guessing correctly on your 50-50s. Fine. Whatever. The only classic Vania I've played is Rondo. That's a good one. Rondo of Blood is amazing. If you like emulate the X32 version of the game, it's actually really good. You posted the Blythe video in the memes channel. Nice. Thank you. Thank you. I'll make sure to check that out. I can never get into Super CV4 personally. I feel like it just has too much of that classic Vania slow gameplay jank that makes me a little honk shoe me. You know what I'm saying? Like, you really have to be in the mood for a classic Vania. That's how I feel about them, at least. It's like you really need to be in the mood for deliberate movement, gameplay, decision-making, and getting fucked by Medusa heads that are right over pits. And then you get hit by them and you instantly get flung into a pit and instantly die. Like, you really have to be in the mood to get fucked, is what I'm saying. But the 8-directional whip! So many directions! Streamer, you don't understand! You can whip in 8 directions! We all know Castlevania 64 is the best Castlevania ever made ever. Yeah, I did say that, didn't I? 12 inches of flaccid whip action. Banger OST? Sure. Saying a Castlevania game has a good OST is perfectly fine. Suwoo, welcome. You like the hair? Thank you. I grew it myself. It does have the skeletons on motorcycles. That is true. Skeletons on motorcycles is unequivocally, empirically, very PogChamp. Do I have like a strength potion? Might as well. Okay. I also had mana prisms and just never used them. Diet Grey like Alucard. I've considered it. It probably wouldn't look too bad, but I'm a big fan of the pink. Also, I got an MP refill glitch and then canceled the MP refill glitch by skipping the cutscene. That's funny. Apparently, cutscenes can cause MP refill glitches as well. Your first Castlevania game was Aria? Really? Aria is a good one, though. Yeah, CV64 is unfortunately a product of its time and trying to, you know, capitalize on 3D as much as it possibly can. Nice, another sub 2. I feel like my 2-hour estimate is looking really good considering we've had a lot of bad seeds, but regardless, you can still get them done in under 2 hours, even while yapping and making mistakes and forgetting checks. So overall, feeling pretty good about the marathon run coming up. And if you watched it on YouTube, I hope you enjoyed the relaxing, silly speedrun. Don't forget to subscribe, like the video, leave a comment for the algorithm. And you can join the live stream with all these lovely people. And hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye, YouTube.